In a significant move that has captured international attention, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has granted a pardon to Alaa Abd El-Fattah, a prominent Egyptian-British activist, along with 5 other prisoners. This decision comes after Abdel Fattah endured a prolonged period of imprisonment and engaged in multiple hunger strikes, which drew widespread calls for his release from around the globe, as confirmed by his lawyer on Monday. At 43 years old, Abdel Fattah has emerged as Egypt's most notable political prisoner, having spent a considerable portion of his adult life cycling in and out of detention due to his activism. He has become a rare symbol of resistance against the extensive crackdown on dissent that has characterized President Sisi's regime. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite the ongoing campaigns advocating for his freedom, especially during the COP27 climate summit hosted by Egypt in 2022, there was little hope for his release, until Sisi instructed authorities in September to evaluate the possibility of a pardon. Notably, Abdel Fattah's name had been removed from Egypt's terrorism list just months prior, which many viewed as a positive sign. The Egyptian National Council for Human Rights, a government-funded organization, expressed its approval of the pardon, interpreting it as a move towards a more efficient justice system. Khalid Ali, Abdel Fattah's lawyer, confirmed the news of his release, with another member of the defense team indicating that it would likely occur shortly after the official announcement is published in the government gazette. Outside Wadi al-Natrun prison, located about 100 kilometers northwest of Cairo, Abdel Fattah's mother, Laila Soueif, and sister, Sanasses, expressed their optimism about his imminent release. Abdel Fattah, who acquired British citizenship through his mother in 2021, hails from a family deeply rooted in activism and intellectual pursuits, with his relatives actively campaigning for his freedom. Earlier this year, his mother even met with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer to advocate for her son. Abdel Fattah's history of detention dates back to before the Arab Spring uprising that led to the ousting of Egypt's longtime autocratic leader Hosni Mubarak in 2011. However, it was his vocal criticism of the government's repression of dissent following Sisi's rise to power that resulted in his most severe prison sentences. In 2014, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for protesting without authorization, a sentence that was later reduced to 5 years. In a twist of fate, he was released in 2019 but remained on parole, only to be arrested again later that same year on charges of spreading false information after he shared a social media post regarding a prisoner's death. This led to another 5-year sentence. Soueif intensified her efforts to secure her son's release in September of last year, anticipating that he would be freed due to the time he had already spent in pre-trial detention. However, prosecutors argued that he should remain incarcerated until January 2027. In a desperate act of protest, Soueif undertook a lengthy hunger strike in the UK, which she concluded only after her health significantly declined, following pleas from her family. Starmer assured her that he would do everything within his power to facilitate her son's release. Alaa Abd El-Fattah has also engaged in several hunger strikes while in detention, both to protest his imprisonment and to show solidarity with his mother, with his most recent strike occurring in early September. This situation raises important questions about the state of human rights in Egypt and the role of international pressure in influencing political decisions. What are your thoughts on the effectiveness of such campaigns? Do you believe that the pardon signifies a genuine shift in Egypt's approach to dissent, or is it merely a strategic move? We invite you to share your opinions in the comments.